Hey, I'm Adam Carney, and I'm a yoga teacher and entrepreneur in Santa Monica, California. So this video is all about the yoga teacher training and whether you should do it in India versus doing it in the United States. Now, I was struggling with this myself back in 2013, and I ended up going to India to do mine. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of each. So I did mine in India, and I have to say it was a very difficult experience getting there, but I am beyond glad that I did. It's really what I see now is that getting it from a real, authentic Indian teacher, it's like night and day. And that doesn't mean that the teachers in the U.S. are bad. But there's some different resonance and that happens when you get with someone who like grew up in a yoga ashram, like our head teacher Guru Mukh at the East+West Yoga Institute. It's you really can't explain it, but it really does make all the difference. So the cons of that being that it's hard to get to. The pros is that it will almost certainly change your life. I got lucky in that I met Guru Mukh. I happened to meet a teacher who I just think the world of and was the perfect teacher for me at the time. But the other downside of potentially doing it in India is that you might not like the teachers that you are around, that you're getting trained by, and that's a very real possibility. I would say that like 2/3 of the people that I know that do it have that experience where they'll like go to somewhere exotic and then they'll be there and they'll be like, fuck, I don't like this person. And, they just feel like they, wasted all this effort and money. So those are some of the risks of doing it in India. And I'll tell you what I would do at the end of the video. Now on the other side, doing it in the U.S., the benefit of it obviously is that you can do like a weekend program and integrate it into your life. You don't have to change your whole life in order to do it. The downside of it, and a lot of people don't realize this, is that a lot of times like when you really add up what you're getting in the teacher trainings here in the United States, like you're not getting anything close to as much because you're just getting a training, and like the YogaWorks trainings are usually like $3,000 or $4,000, and that doesn't include accommodation or food. That's just for the training. The international ones typically are all inclusive, which in my view, a much better value. And the other thing is that I like, just honestly, this is my personal belief, but I just what I've seen from people again and again is that they go deeper into their yoga practice and they come out of it with more of a lifelong and a deeper a deeper true practice that goes beyond just the physical when they find a real Indian teacher. So when you get a Western teacher, they'll teach you a lot of like maybe the practical aspects of yoga and being a yoga teacher if that's the route you want to go. But it doesn't really get at that depth. Now, the other pro is that, if you want to teach, if you actually want to teach and you want to go to a place like YogaWorks, that's the best way to get in to be a teacher at a studio like that. But if you don't really know that you want that ambition, you just want to deepen your practice, I really feel like, it's a missed opportunity to not, go somewhere. So now in terms of doing the extended trainings, like a 300-hour, or like I'm thinking about now doing a Kundalini training, that's something where I already have my foundation set. And now I feel like doing something here in the US that is like on a weekend thing, that to me works really well. But it's like, if I never had that foundation set for my 200-hour that I did in India, I wouldn't really be layering it on top of any sort of core foundation. So this really gets at like why we started the East+West Institute, is because we wanted to solve this problem for people. And we chose Bali because it's extremely easy to get to once you're there. It can be long flights from places, yeah, but the airlines are all like super nice. And once you get there, it's like, we pick you up from the airport. So it's like, it's really safe. It's unbelievably easy once you're there. And we give people the experience of having probably the most authentic teacher available. I mean, Guru grew up from age 4 in a yoga ashram, and Deep has about every sort of yoga certification that you could possibly have. And we combine that with a Western teacher to give people the experience of both. So that's kind of the both sides of it. Now, so just to wrap up, I would say that if you're looking just to deepen your practice and you want really like a life transforming practice, I would say go international, find that authentic teacher. if you're just looking to be a teacher and you want to do it as a profession and make it sort of like a light, a lighter experience for yourself, yeah, staying in the US is fine. So, okay, I hope that helped. Namaste.